and welcome to It's a Miracle Budgeting. My name is Brandy, and I am recovering from that thing going around. So I apologize in advance. You'll hear me be very breathless. This is actually the first time I've been out of my bed in about 5 days. I was diagnosed. This coming Monday will be 2 weeks since I was diagnosed. I felt like crap the first week, and then I went back to work that next Monday, which would have been 10 days of, actually over 10 days since I thought I had my first symptom. They now theorize possibly I actually got sick later than I thought I got sick. I was exposed to quite a few people at my office, and I thought that's where I got sick from. They're thinking either it took longer to incubate or I just had a relapse. We're not really sure, but Tuesday of this last week, I got really, really sick. My lungs aren't affected as much as I have a horrible headache. I was throwing up for my headache, all that stuff. So today's the first day I really felt like leaving my bed and doing anything. So I thought I would get this knocked out so that I can get these posted when I feel like editing. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, I hope that you will subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. I do not post at the same time on the same day every week. So if you do not have your notifications on, you will not know when I post and you may miss videos. Today I'm doing my weekly check-in. I only check in and monitor and post about my finances. My husband and I have been together for 22 years. We've been married for 20 this year. Well, it'll be 23 years this year, 22, or I can't even talk. This coming summer it'll be 20 years married and 23 years together. But as of right now, it's 19 and 22, and we have never budgeted together. We are not fixing what is not broke for us. Financing and budgeting is very, very personal to you and your situation. So I am not a financial guru. I'm not an expert. This is just my journey. Now, if you get tips, tricks, things that work for you, I would love that. But this isn't telling you how to do your budget, and I don't let anybody tell me how to do my budget. I just, I found out what works for me, and I am sticking to it. So for my weekly check-in, I actually had a lot come through. This is the week we're looking at. Actually, let me go back for a second. The week that we're going to be looking at is 113 through 119. And actually, I think I'm just going to leave this open because it is, I have stuff from the new week on here because I did have to do some orders online since I'm sick for pickup later this weekend. So these two are already paid. I normally don't highlight in here. I was thinking of my other page, which I'll show you when I highlighted, but it all works. Doesn't matter. The point is they're paid. So the only thing I'm actually looking at, and actually this one's paid too. So if we look at these, last week I mentioned the Qdoba and the Hungry Howies. My son is 21, lives on his own, and he needed something from PetSmart. So he asked me, because he was busy at work, to order it for his cat. I ordered it. He immediately sent me the cash. I immediately paid it off. It's just a transaction. It's not really an expense. And then I just have 3 expenses that are for actual true expenses. I have Walmart. It was groceries. Now, mind you, I was already over budget last week. If we look back, if you didn't see that check-in, I was $69 over. These are groceries because I eat them or drink them, but they're not traditional groceries, so I'm not super crazy worried about it. So I have Walmart for $15.53, and I have Walmart for $54.16. These were actually protein and like meal replacement type things. Because I'm so sick and I'm not eating properly, I did order things to get some type of nutrients in my system. So, and then on 119, I actually used part of my upcoming deposit. It was going to be a cash stuffing. I used 50 to put in my Apple account because I'm actually converting all of my subscriptions that have an annual option. I'm converting to annual so that I'm able to pay once a year and be done. And then I just collect all the money in my subs envelope, and then it's there when I need it. I have a few that I can't do it because they don't have annual, like Apple Music, Apple Storage, Cricket, HP, although HP you can buy gift cards for it, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to buy a $65 gift card that equals basically what the annual is. There's something else. Technically Amazon's in there, but I'm not going to be continuing that. I'm going to be discontinuing that one, I think. I don't know. I might keep it for the TV. I hate giving that company money, but my kids and my husband do like Amazon TV, so we'll see. That one's to be determined. So that's where we're at, and then these are for the next check-in, so I don't have to worry about those. So if we go back to this sheet, and I'm going to grab pink. And this pen is one of the ones that are available on my website. I actually am loving these more every single day. Their writing is so smooth, and they erase. I think they erase better than the other ones I have. I think they're called Parku. It's a very similar eraser, but Parku, when you have a printed one, it kind of transfers the ink. This one doesn't seem to do that. So that's pretty cool for me. So we're going to ignore the first one because it's already taken care of. And then we are going to, let me grab my calculator. So this totals up to $69.69. So groceries, we had 0. We spent $69.69. And then we were already $69.41 over budget. So now we are $139.10 over budget. I am not pulling these out of my rollover. When I do my expense, you'll actually see where I pull these from. I'm going to wait because I did do the grocery orders this week, so I'm going to wait and do it then. But that's where we're at. And then we previously talked about in my last check-in, but it actually counts on this week. We had Qdoba. We spent $15 in dining. So I should have 5 left. Let's just make sure. I'm going to bring my cash tray over just a little bit, so I can throw the cash I pull out in here. So groceries, we have nothing left. Dining, we have 5 left, so that was correct. And actually, I'm going to stick these right in the back because when I do my cash stuffing next, this cash is going to be separate. And then spending, I have from last week and this week, I have no spending. So I should have 20 left in spending. But I did make these envelopes. I more than likely will not make these for my store unless it's like a special order because they are a pain in the butt. I love mine and I will probably use them for quite a long time, but they are a pain to make. So it's $20 left over in spending. And fuel, it says we had 10 left last week, and I know because I've been homesick, I haven't got any fuel. So I spent 0. I should have 10 left in fuel. And I do have 10 left. And then miscellaneous, it says I should have 5. And again, I know I haven't spent anything because I haven't gone anywhere because I've literally been in my bed all week. So miscellaneous has 5 left. So we spent 0 and that has 5. So now Beauty and Sam's are actually in my binder, my family binder. So I'm going to move my wallet out of the way. I'm going to bring this over. So Beauty, we have $30 left. And it looks like we had $30 last time. I also have gift certificates that are not reflected in here, but I have actually, I think it's $95 or $100 in Ulta gift cards for my hair appointment. So that's still there. So I've spent 0. My hair appointment is actually later today. I'm not looking forward to sitting in that chair, but I'm about 6 months late, so I kind of have to. My hair is almost to my butt, and I love having long hair. I love wearing a bun, but now it's to the point where if you have straight, fine hair, it like thins out as it gets to the bottom of your hair, and it gets more tangly, the ends split. So it's just a situation where I have to, and now that, I mean, I'm well out of quarantine, but I'm still going to wear a mask just to be safe, because we don't know enough about this to know what really truly are the boundaries, and they seem to be changing a lot. So I'm going to wear a mask the entire time just to be safe. So in Sam's, we had 40. We spent 0. We have 40. And I technically have unbudgeted, but I'm not going to reflect it again because it's reflected up here. So technically I am putting 0, but it's because it's already reflected, not because I didn't have unbudgeted. So leftover and rollover, we have $40, which to me, I am fine. I can spend every dime on my cash envelopes with 0 guilt. So that makes me really excited that I actually had $40 left over. So we go over to my credit card transaction log. I log all my transactions, whether I'm paying them that minute or later on. Like for example, this Walmart shelves is now paid off. I paid it this payday, but this has been non-highlighted and still owed for about 3 weeks or whatever. We're in January. This one was an auto repair, got put on my car. I've paid $500. I planned to pay $800. I didn't get my bonus on time because it's a retention bonus. So they can't pay me till all of my clients have paid their bills. So then I get it the first payday after all the clients have paid their bills. So $500 is what I've paid so far. The balance, starting balance was $1106.94. I still have $656.94 paid to go. So that's me tracking that credit card expense so nothing goes unpaid. And then these are all new transactions from 2 different check-in weeks. So that is my weekly check-in. If you like weekly check-ins, budgeting, cash stuffing, expense payouts, I hope that you will like, share, subscribe. Make sure to ring that bell for notifications. As I said earlier, I don't post at the same time on the same day every week. So if you do not do your notifications, you will miss an upload. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope that your budget's going great. And I hope I see you again soon, guys.